Hello. I demonstrated the transformation box with a surfer on the beach in Hawaii. Why is this important? I'm born and raised in Hawaii. I haven't lived there since 1999, so it's been a few years. When I left, I chose to speak English more clearly, speak English better. I just latched on to American culture versus island culture, Hawaiian culture, because I wanted to be understood. I wanted to be accepted where I was. But when I went home and I'm presenting something that, I've done hundreds of times, I did not account for the culture shift. When I shared the transformation box with a stranger in Hawaii, like I love to do, um, I was excited to do it. I kind of bigfooted over his thought process, his communication. That makes me a little hesitant to share the video. My ego wants to say I did not exactly put my best foot forward. JR was really patient with me, and so I want to share it anyway because, I figured myself out. But the point is that he found his own transformation. He found some benefit in just the demonstration. I wanted to share it with you because when a stranger can find benefit, the question is, what what would you find from it? So I want to share it with you because perhaps that is the kind of experience that you're looking for. So enjoy. Is it not hypnosis or anything? As long as it'll stand up, I'll be fine. This is not hypnosis or anything. It's like a mental exercise, right? And you don't have to share any personal information with me. Okay. So what I do to show people what this process is to make it really easy is I ask you two questions, and if something comes to mind, you don't have to describe it to me. Just let me know something came to mind, and then we move forward with the process. At any time, you can ask questions. You don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to. And so let me just ask you the two questions, and we'll see how you feel. All right. Okay. So question one, is there something that every time you reach for it, something you want, there's always the same barrier or obstacle? Or question two, is there something from the past? It happened and you've already dealt with it mentally, spiritually, emotionally, but you do notice that similar things come up in life still. Something come to mind for you for either of them? And the idea is that everything is just ready to switch for the better. It's just it just came to mind. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So the job of the thing that came to mind that you don't have to talk about is to point to somewhere in your body. So as you think about that, does your awareness instantly go to your big toe? Or does your awareness instantly go to your neck? So as you think about the thing that came to mind, where does your awareness instantly go? Okay. As you pay attention to your head, physically, what do you feel? Like, could be a temperature or a pressure. Of that? Yeah, just right now. Just right now. It probably would be more of a pressure, I would think. Yeah. Yeah, it would be a temperature. I don't think that temperature, Sure. When I thought about it. Yeah, no, it's just like a right now thing. So we're just setting up like a before and after. Right. So you feel a pressure. Oh, wow. So yeah, I mean, just right now. Thinking about that. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that'd be funny. The total thing I'd probably describe. Sure. So because the idea is we're going to let it change. So we'll come back to that at the end, right? Yeah. So now the situation that came to mind and the pressure in your head, let it be separate. We're going to decouple it because they might show up together, but they're not the same. So the situation, we'll set that aside. We're just going to pay attention to the pressure in your head. Imagine a box in front of you and that pressure, if it could be in the box, we're not going to lock it away or banish it. We just want to give you a chance to see it safely, right? So if it could be visual, it'll show you what it wants to look like. What's in the box? Huh?
I don't know what's in the box.
Can you imagine a box?
Yeah, I can imagine the box.
Do you get the idea that it's in the box?
Yeah.
Does it look like anything, or what do you think it is? Yeah, just let it be creative.
I don't know. No, I'll go to the box.
Sure. But you think it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, just do it like madness. So what's in the box is,
Uh, Sorry, what's wrong with my dad, but we're kind of feeling that.
sure. No, it's just a representation. So that's what's in the box, right? So if we're just going to call it energy to make it easier to talk
Right,
about.
right, right.
If the energy in the box could change to be more supportive, are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
anything that's supportive.
yeah, this is just representative, right? So pay attention to what's in the box, snap your fingers, and what's in the box may or may not change.
That I think I've been shape.
Yeah, it's just because it's like an image. It's like a TV, right?
Right.
So just say, all right, yeah, be more supportive. Then let it be whatever it's going to be.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
And so, how did you learn about this process?
So I worked for the Air Force and, I needed all my focus all the time. And so every time I had a distraction, like it takes you like 15 minutes to get back up to speed, right? So I learned a lot of methods to like kind of keep my focus because some of the things are just like, did I do all of the steps? And some of the things were like my past. So like, oh, in fourth grade, I stole something, and it would just be like, why am I keep getting distracted? So um, I'll go all the way back if you have time for a story. So I was in a meditation for myself. I was just trying to get quiet, but I ended up going on like a little journey, and I was in blackness, and there was a door in front of me. And there was a short hooded guy outside the door, and I said, well, can I open it? And he's, yes. So I opened the door, but it was a cage inside, and I was like, oh, I'm not going in there. But I saw 5-year-old me inside. And I was like, oh, well, can she come out? And he said, yes. If she came out, she gave me a hug and ran off. And I glanced back, and teenage me was in there. And I looked at her, she looked at me. I knew exactly when she was from and exactly what she did.
Oh, nice.
And she looked away like, oh, are you going to send me away too? And I was like, no, look, I'm an adult. We're fine now. So come on out. Well, afterward, I thought to myself, how many times do we lock away pieces of ourselves just so we can live life?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And that's what I learned when I had to go. I was in an inpatient drug center.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I believe if I didn't go into that program, I would still be, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I probably would be still abusing myself to figure out what to abuse myself.
Because we just need to survive.
Right.
That's what we know. Yeah.
But
So what this does is you've already done like the mental work, you've done the love work, you've done all of that. There's pieces of yourself that just want some attention. So the box gives you a chance to witness it, and then a little bit communication. So when you snapped your fingers, did you snap your fingers? Or did you let what was in the box change? So what's in the box now? Nothing's in the box. So as you observe a box that appears to have nothing in it, what's your reaction to that? peace. So
In other words, there's nothing that I need to worry about.
yeah. So then that's where I would work with the person and say, are you comfortable with what appears to be in the box and your reaction of peace? Are you curious whether it could be more support? Comfortable. So you were never separated from your energy, that the box opens to complete the visual. And that's a part of you again. At the beginning, you felt a kind of pressure in your head.
Yeah.
What do you sense there now? I don't know. Nothing. It changed.
Yeah.
So now thinking about the situation that came to mind that you still don't have to talk about. Do you sense a change there as well? That's when you started.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I want to share with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can deal with it and we can become okay with it and we can tell ourselves, but for some reason it keeps coming to mind. And this is a really easy way to just pay attention to the energy
Yeah.
and just say, okay, you want attention. Here's my attention. And if you could be this or something better, what would you be? And then you could give you some peace. I would be surprised that if it was ever what it was before like that.
Right on. Okay.
What you think?
Well, the time I hear about this, so
Yeah.
yeah. Like, yeah. It's just,
Do you,
I mean, yeah. I mean,
it was weird, right? Because you're a stranger to me.
right. But yeah, I mean, I can see how you could utilize that as a tool. No.
Yeah, that's
To
all
help
it
you.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's simple.
Yeah.
So, do you mind if I post something like this on social media? Or you don't care?